Welcome back. Well, let's put the focus on the commodity market in a freewheeling conversation with Manisha Gupta. Ahmed Bin Sulayem, who's the CEO of DMCC, tells CNBC-TV18 Indian companies registered with Dubai Multi Commodities Centre due to the higher quality and speed of services, and it gives them global exposure based from Dubai. Listen into this conversation and we'll be back with Business Lunch.
You are in India, and I do understand that a lot of Indian businesses have registered themselves in DMCC. So, and I also understand that 90% of companies that are registered with DMCC are out of UAE. So what countries are your partners, and what kind of trade relations do you see from India?
Well, 90% are new to the United Arab Emirates, so they've come through DMCC, and we've retained about the same percentage since registering companies in 2000. We started registration in 2003. We have around 3,700 companies from India. I just came from a business trip from the UK, and we always look at these numbers, and we were a bit surprised. We weren't focusing on things in that way, but we noticed that we have over 2,000 UK businesses. In the UAE alone, there are 5,000 UK businesses. 40% of that are in DMCC. So, you know, there's something special about the services we provide, the speed of service, the quality. And I think it's the fact that they can plug and play with the international markets.
Talking about innovations and artificial intelligence, the way it seems to be taking up, ChatGPT was a point of conversation for many months now until everybody else started piling onto it. How you as DMCC have approached it?
I know that the marketing and PR are dabbling with it. Up right before AI became more mainstream or getting to mainstream, I know we use Google Analytics and other analytics. You know, we like to, it's not a deciding factor, but it's a nice indicator. But for me personally, what do I like about AI? Well, the fact that legal fees will be cut down. You know, going through many documents and checks, you can cut through many of that. Summarizing a big write-up, it could help with that. Architecture designs, etc. You'll save so many hours, so much time. I wouldn't give everything to one AI. You know, I picked up on the one of the creators of the AI in Google that, you know, supposedly left because he's worried about it. If you look at the Elon Musk story buying Twitter, right before the purchase, he wanted to know how many bots are there, and that upset the previous management. But you know, everything's out in the open, so be wary when you engage with people. And you know, there's big pluses and there's some scary side to it. So you know, handle with caution. That's my advice. We will make the most out of it. I know the diamond industry will make the most out of it. It's great also for places in Africa that can't recruit skilled people, so they can utilize it. I love it from that point of view.
Talk to us also about water then, and climate change, energy transition, whether the way it is erratic, and of course water seem to be the next buzzwords now.
Well, you know, I'm very cautious of putting too much on my team and trying to do so many things at once. I'd rather focus at one project at a time, and water wasn't on my top priority. I'm still focusing on the meat center, the cacao center, expanding our coffee center as well, and tea business as well, which both are white labeling, storage, and for our members to utilize, save money and all that. But I had to bring it forward. I met with Yaqub Shirazi, the founder of Aqua Index, who has multiple patents. He's looking to monetize water, listing water futures, water options, but I think mainly he wants to tokenize water. His view is the reason we have a water crisis and wastage is because there's this perception that water is free, it comes from nature. But once there's a monetary value stuck to it, once there's a security stuck to it, the governments around the world will use that, you know, and you'll have security around rivers, lakes, the same way you have the same security around diamond mines, gold mines, wheat farms, soybean. So that's his view on that. You have Elon Musk as well. I met him in Dubai for the first time in Kempinski, the father of Elon, and he's excited about monetizing water. He's full of ideas. He's an engineer by profession.
Yes.
And I saw him again in Cape Town, and funnily he goes, why would we allow water to rain on the mountain and then go all the way down into the sea. Before it hits the sea, collect it, treat it, sell it. That's your money. I visited Watergen in Tel Aviv as well. I'd love to see their facilities also, or some of their products in Jumeirah Lakes Towers, where you get water out of air. We signed with Freshwater Norway, which is who have their own reserves, and they have a mandate of distributing 50 billion liters of water for the next 50 years. After that announcement, I got calls from friends in Africa, from Europe, saying we have also water that we want to export. So it's exciting times. But if you take a step back, you look at Pakistan and India, there are areas where you have monsoon and literally, you know, people drowning, and at the same time there's a water crisis.
Yes.
There must be a way of capitalizing it. I mean, especially India, you've reached all the way, I think, up to Mars, if I'm correct. I stopped following space news, but the opportunities are there. Dubai has been known to desalinate seawater, and you're hearing more and more innovations within the UAE, seeding clouds to get more rain, you know, and all that. So when I used to hear these stories 20 years ago, I thought they're fake. I thought, you know, it's just exaggeration, but this is the reality we live in.